Sarvendra, Srivastava, Saumil, Trivedi, both of them are here with us right now. Sarvendra, we spoke about buying a put. Showing some strength right now.
No, we assumed that it would be a 40-50 point bump.
But you don't believe it's going to stay here? You believe it will go down?
I assume that till expiry we would get one correction. So I am not saying that we are going much below the mean as of now, but till we see any evidence of that turning up. But what I am saying that till expiry that would be a very, very decent risk reward trade for people to take. I don't know the current rates of that put, but I think around 25 odd rupees would be a very, very decent bet for a kind of 120 rupee target on that.
But after seeing the strength on the index in the start of this month itself, I mean, what would give you an opinion that we'll see a correction before expiry and it will go to a level of 47?
No, as I said, we are trading on the slightly the upper end of our volatility bands, and the way the kind of setups have emerged in some of the stocks yesterday, including Dhel and a couple of others, Bharti as well, which we have initiated today. I believe that you would get that correction, and the couple of proprietary indicators that we track are fairly overbought as of now for the market to go majorly up from here. If it breaks out now above 5,000 stays there, then we'll probably revisit that thought. But as of now, it seems that yes, this could be one day off. You are testing 5,000, which you are expecting one day back. This test of 5,000 probably will tell us more things about the market. But as of now, as I said, we'll go with that flow that we want to buy the 49 put.
Sarvendra, you were probably one of the only guys at 4,500 who was still unwilling to turn, I mean, ultra bearish, right? I mean, you were saying, well, let me see, I'm not going to turn. You got a 9.5% move from there, from 4,500. You're back to about 5,000, right?
No, Prashant,
I mean, this should give you.
We traded that move
but instead of saying that now, I mean, and for the last couple of days, you're starting to sound a little bearish. Well, the market's starting to run up. I mean, I don't get it. You're saying the market is overbought, so it should come off a little bit. That I understand. But you got the break. You got. I mean, this could. It probably wouldn't last, but you got that move, right? 9.5%.
We played it on the long side till 49.50 odd. That was our target when we started it, and then around 49.50 we did not like what the market was doing then, so we probably exited our longs. But there's no big shift in my medium to longer term setups that we are headed for much higher levels than these. This is just, as I said, of an entire 1,200 point move, you would want to eat it in pieces. So as I'm saying that we rode it till with the view that it will go to 49.50, 5,000. We are already there. So, and now that I'm seeing some amount of weakness creeping into the system, and some amount of, as I said, overbought reading and stocks capitulating from the middle point of the medium term trend channel, just as I said, the case of Bale will probably show that chart. So it makes me.
No, my point is that you now are over the last few days putting out more sell ideas.
No, yesterday we put four buy ideas as well. What I'm trying to say, at a decision making point, you have to be tactically long short, and once you get confirmations, the unfavored leg of your trade, you will square up. So it could be the long side, it could be the short side. You will square that up and play with the flow. So if, as I said, we break past 5,000, 5,050, those are my marker levels. Once we do that, then probably I would want to square up my short side trades immediately, without even waiting for those targets.
Right. Saumil, you want to come in? Quick thoughts?
Yeah, I think market is more or less in my expectation, as I've been telling you, this is going to be a long drawn out affair. Up, down, going to keep people guessing whether this is a breakout on upside, breakdown on a major downside. I think it's playing out like that for the month. I think we had the upside was above 4,800 to 5,100. It has cleared 4,800 easily. So as you can see from the chart here, we are doing all right so far. But yesterday was a very interesting day of trading. Now if you look at this chart,
this is the Nifty.
The Nifty daily. We're just tracking right now daily, because weekly is doing fine, monthly is doing fine. Whether the daily strength stays or not. So your immediate level to look for is 48. We couldn't get the time to talk about index last time around, but then also my view was that 4,800 is the floor for the time being that you should talk of in terms of trading, all right? Because the RSI is still not showing any major strength, etc. We don't want to go into major technical issues here. But the point here is yesterday's trading, and you got to track this day by day now as to where is the sectoral rotation taking place. I think I was of the view that CNX IT took the first off, then the banking, and then the infrastructure. I mean the realty. They all performed well. Now yesterday, all three of them have given a massive turnaround, not massive, but significant turnaround with bearish engulfing patterns. And what has come to fore? Reliance. on back of whatever news. As to how much you want to pay attention to it is another story. I'm not looking at the news at all. I'm looking pure at price movements. So there is still not that confirmation following through, and also CNXIT, of things following through, and they're all stopping at around 200-day moving average, 50-week moving average. Now, unless and until you see a couple of sectors moving up, in the banking, only stock holding out is HDFC Bank, which keeps on gaining strength, and in the FMCG, ITC. Other than that, there is a cat and mouse game going on, and we have seen about, say, 4,500 crores flow in, and what has the index done so far? Gained 10% from the lows. Nothing very big, nothing very dramatic. And therefore, this weekly strength that is building up, as is shown in this chart, if this breaks down, then again we are back to yo-yo kind of level. We are keeping this 45-30 as the swing low, because the statistics here also is not getting above 55-week stochastics, is also not getting above 20. It has to get over this top to really gain some strength. So we are in a jumbo. There are two very strong trend lines here on the weekly, so 5100, 5300. Now these targets, there is still a pivot to be taken out. The pivot has also not been taken out here, which is around 5,100. Then there's another pivot, double. So there are a lot of headway winds ahead. So as I said, be safe, which was my...
But I mean, you're starting to see some green, green candles.
Possibility.
You want to see
now, I'll tell you,
the
as I had picked out the stocks in terms of long-term investment, which might have made better, and I stuck my neck out on Arcom. 75, from there it went, dropped to 65, 68, and I was clobbered outside. What the hell are you talking? This, look at after your one-day recommendation. I said, I'm not, please listen to me what I'm saying. I'm not talking of 1 or 2 day recommendation. And today it's 89, nobody is coming back to tell, yeah, this looks a good call. The only stock that is giving me a good confirmation of, and the comfort of a long-term stay put investment of a multi-bagger kind right now is only Arcom.
Arcom.
Yeah, and the other stock which I had picked was Hindalco, which was around at 135, and still it went down all the way to 110, but still back up to 140. But it still has to cross 145. Then I think that has also made a significant loss. The third stock,
also watching out for Tata Communications.
Tata Communication is holding out well. It was I think about 212. It went up to 225. It's doing well. It's one also a good stock. And the fourth one was, I think, I was marking Maruti. That stock also, I think, at around 900 level has a good chance of having made a very long-term flow. Still not in the bag, but I'll be watching that to pick it up if it cracks in and holds that strength. And so also Larsen. SBI also been watching. It is around those levels right now of that 61.8% retracement of 1686, 1900.
Right.
Let's see how it does. But the banking nifty again toppling around. The realty sector again toppling around. The infrastructure
basically
sector.
more the flip-flop.
So it is, yeah, it is some kind of a big money sector blockwise moving around in sectors and playing the cat and mouse game.
Okay.
So in that you don't want to be getting caught on a momentum thing, like if you went out and stuck out your neck on GMR for infra at 26, 28, you might again see the pain of it going back to 18.
No, absolutely, absolutely. All right, we're going to wrap this discussion up. Thanks both of you, Sarvendra and Saumil.